there, Improv Tippers. Well, today I have another Q&A episode answering a question sent in by Ty DeVries. DeVries or DeVries. Sorry, Ty, if I pronounced your last name wrong. It's just printed. It doesn't have a phonetic spelling, so I'm doing my best. His question is, how do we create characters or scenes that people care about? This, Ty, I think is a great question. I think that first and foremost, we need to, that the scene has to be taking place between those two characters on stage, right? Sometimes the scene is about this crazy thing or that crazy thing or this big premise that is outside of the relationship, right? I always tell my students, look, I'm a person, so I relate to people relating to each other, right? I'm not a premise. If I was a premise, then I'd relate to premises, but I'm not. I'm a person, right? Titanic didn't become, for a long time, the #1 money-making movie of all time because it's a documentary about the sinking of the Titanic, or because it's sort of all about all the logistics of the sinking of the Titanic. No. It is a love story that captured the imagination of millions, right? It's about those two people, Jack and Rose, relating to each other, right? And what keeps them apart and what pulls them together, right? That's it. It's people relating back and forth to each other. So that's the sort of overall goal. So how do we do that? Well, one, I would say that we need to affect and be affected by our partner, saying things about our partner and be affected by the things that your partner is saying about you. I think that's super important and oftentimes falls by the wayside because we're not really listening. We're just sort of waiting for that other person to shut up so we can say the funny thing that we've thought of, right? So we really need to be listening in the moment, relating to our partner, being affected by them and affecting them with what we're saying, okay? Another thing is really, and I hesitate to say it because it sounds so cheesy, act. Be an actor. And I say, as I say to my most actory voice, be an actor. The craft of acting. Yes, but that's it really, is that sometimes I think it's very easy and very tempting to go super fast and be super glib with what's going on, but you know, improv and acting are very closely related. They're just branches of the same tree for sure, right? And so invest in your character. Have what is happening to them matter. I've talked about that in some improv tips before, about let it matter to those characters, right? If it matters to them on stage, it's going to matter to us in the audience. If it doesn't matter to them, then there's nothing you can say or do that's going to make it matter to the audience, right? And we see it all the time. Someone's like comes in and like, hello, I am the Pope. And it's like, fuck you, Pope. Like, it's just, who cares? Like, there's no gravitas there. There's no meaning there. But if someone comes in and they're like, hello, I'm the Pope, and you're like, oh my gosh, your holiness, whatever. And somehow it sort of affects you, and you're affecting each other, and you have stakes in it, and you're invested in it, you know, like actors do, then it's going to matter much more to the people in the audience, right? And I think if you have characters that are in relationships that matter, then the scenes are going to matter, and it's all going to sort of matter from that, because the building block, the real atomic building block, is those two characters relating to each other, affecting each other, and being affected by each other. Okay? Ty, I hope I answered your question. Let me know down below. Everyone else, if you have some other sort of suggestions for Ty of how to make scenes and characters that matter to the audience, please post them down below, and I'll see you next week. Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Please leave me a comment down below and tell me what you would like to hear an improv tip about. And also, please subscribe and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. All the links are in the description down below. Thanks.